evening, and welcome to your semester in review. I'm Danny Marshall.
And I'm Cait Schwartz, and these are your semester's top headlines.
Fall Wild was canceled for next year due to the upcoming presidential debate. But this all could have been avoided if someone decided to stay in office. Thanks, Obama.
The Performing Arts Department announced their season for the 2016-2017 school year.
And without breaking tradition, the student body responded with an overwhelming... You're fine. The dean of the business school is stepping down to get, quote, a more challenging hands-on experience. He starts at Clayton Elementary School in the fall.
Is that a pedophile joke?
No, it was a B-school preschool joke. Come on. According to the recent sex issue of Stud Life, business school students are having the most sex. So, according to some of your logic, preschoolers are getting more laid than you.
Is that another pedophile joke?
What? I'm not like that. Come on. In other news, Jared Fogle starts...
St. Louis flooded a few weeks ago, and I'm happy to report that most of the animals were saved in the ark that we built, except for, of course, the rams.
Sororities on campus have just completed their annual Big Little Week. Here to comment on her experience is our own Kelly Minster.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks so much for having me. Shout out to PC 2016, my sisters.
Yeah, cool. So, how's the experience been so far?
OMG, the best. My big is literally the greatest person in the entire world.
Yeah, I've seen all of your Facebook posts, and your Snapchat stories, and your Instagrams. So, what kind of cool stuff have you been getting?
Just the best stuff in the entire world. Check out this really cute card she made me. Look, it says, "You're next." Like, I'm next to be in the fam.
That's a little bit creepy, though.
You don't get sorority life like I do, I guess.
All right, I guess so. What else have you got?
I got a delivery to my room. Blood all around my doorpost.
Isn't that from the Bible?
No, Danny. It means that we're more than just big and little. We're blood-related, like family.
That does not sound right.
Well, she also gave me some candy. Twix, my favorite.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
Yeah. They were so good, and the best part is that they're delivered in the skull of my great-great-great-grandbig.
Wouldn't she only be like 24? Why is she dead?
Kelly, it sounds like this is more of a cult than a sorority.
Danny, Tri Sigma, aka Sig Sig Sig, is the greatest group of girls I know. On initiation night, I'm even going to get a tattoo. It's a triangle, the three sides are like the three sigmas, and then there's an eye in the middle, which is like my sister is always looking after me.
That sounds a lot like the Illuminati.
Danny, I know all about strat life, and this is totally what sisters do. My big already knows me more than anyone. She even got me a puppy.
Oh my god, that's actually really nice.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the whole puppy.
What do you mean the whole puppy?
So every day I've been getting different parts of the puppy, so then by the end of the week I'm going to have a full puppy.
Oh, that's great. Kelly Minster, everyone.
In Argentina this past month, a baby dolphin was killed by tourists when it was taken out of the water and passed around to take selfies. It struggled all night, but eventually passed. Its last words were,
Yesterday was National Walk to Work Day, or as Amish people call it, Friday.
Leonardo DiCaprio finally won his first Oscar this past Sunday, and classily used his entire speech to talk about the dangers of global warming. It wasn't an altruistic move, however. He just knows that without icebergs, he wouldn't have a career.
In fact, this was an interesting year for method acting. Leo spent months in freezing conditions preparing for The Revenant. Brie Larson isolated herself in an empty room for over a month for her role in Room, while for The Martian, Matt Damon spent months eating Mars bars and pooping on potatoes.
Deadpool has become a box office sensation and is causing producers to consider producing more R-rated superhero films.
The first picture in this series will be the motherfucking adventures of motherfucking Nick Fury. Star Wars Episode 7 came out a few months ago, and I cannot be more excited to go over the entire plot right now.
We get it. You love Star Wars. Okay, talk about something else, please.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Peter Preston, and I think I can help.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Well, I'm Dr. Peter Preston, or Dr. Pee-Pee for short. I'm a couples therapist, and it's clear you guys need my help.
Help? What are you talking about?
We're definitely not a couple. We're just friends.
Yeah, Cait's like my sister.
You're sleeping with your sister?
No, Cait's like my sister. We're just friends.
All right, well, there's obviously some tension in this relationship. It's clear you guys are both intercoursing, you're both short, and you both co-host this part of the show.
Okay, the first one is just untrue, and the other two are not related.
Sure. All right, well, I brought some ink blot tests, so I just want you to look at these random splashes of ink and tell me what you see. All right, what do you see in this one?
That's clearly a heart.
And hearts remind you of?
Love?
Interesting. All right, now what do you see?
Okay, that's clear. It's a penis.
A small penis.
Oh, I see. All right, well, what about this one?
That's just two people having sex.
You know, I'm sensing a theme here.
You created that theme.
Okay, and what about this final one?
That's literally a picture of us.
Oh, is that how you interpret it?
There's no interpretation when it's just a picture of us. Where did you get that from?
Well, I'm a doctor. I have access to everything. All right, well, whether or not you guys are actually in love, you should cherish the time you have together, because one day you're going to fall in love when you least expect it, and it's going to be the best time in your whole life, and your heart is just going to be so full of love that it's just going to burst. And then after 19 years in the industry, he finally wins an Academy Award, and suddenly he doesn't need you anymore, and he leaves you with the 2 dogs at your summer home in the Cait.
Are you talking about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Don't say his name. All right, well, enough about me. Let's get back to talking about you fucking your brother.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Preston.
In Peru, the state oil company Petro Peru has acknowledged at least 3,000 barrels of crude oil have spilled in the region. There were reports that the corporation was using children to clean up the spill. Unfortunately, children aren't very absorbent.
Newly released documents written by Osama bin Laden include the late terrorist's will, personal letters, and warnings to countries like the United States. Found among his documents was his unpublished children's book series, Osama's in Pajamas, and If You Give Al-Qaeda a Cookie.
Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia passed away a few weeks ago. He has since come back as Scalia, the new villain in Captain America Civil War.
President Obama has submitted a plan to Congress to close Guantanamo Bay. If you didn't know, Guantanamo Bay is a fun vacation spot with lots of fun activities, such as waterboarding. It's like water skiing, but different. Super Tuesday was this past week and has been said to be the most influential day for the next few years.
While we believe next Monday will be the most influential day, as the women tell all on The Bachelor.
Voters are now using Tinder in order to campaign for candidates, including Bernie Sanders. Finally, Tinder will cause people to feel the burn in ways other than gonorrhea.
Tomorrow, Bernie and Hillary will face off in a Democratic debate in Flint, Michigan. Now, due to the city's lead poisoning from the water, we won't know the effect for 2 to 6 years.
A few weeks ago was the anniversary of the legendary Roe v. Wade case of 1973, a case where people argued whether it's better to row a boat or wade out into the water.
Justice Clarence Thomas has broken a decade-long silence during arguments at the Supreme Court, proving that no one can beat Ruth Bader Ginsburg at the quiet game. Senate Republicans have vowed to stall any nomination to fill the vacancy left by Justice Scalia until the next president is elected. Their current plans is to distract the nation by jingling shiny keys in their direction.
This past Valentine's Day, an Ohio woman beat her husband unconscious with a baseball bat because he forgot to buy her a gift. But in her defense, he was a piñata. Leap Day was this past Monday. For those who don't know, Leap Day is a holiday celebrating the peace treaty signed 100 years ago between the Frog Kingdom and humanity. And here to talk about her Leap Day experiences is Washington University junior Rachel Harrison.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Rachel. What happened?
What? Oh, these! Oh.
Were you in an accident?
What? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to talk about it. That's fine. How was your Leap Day?
Okay, so my leap day was great. It was so extra, you know?
Oh, it was like the extra day.
Okay, so it was just like that movie Leap Year with Amy Adams, because in Ireland, Leap Day is the only day when a woman can propose to a man, because like they can't propose at any other time because they're less superior.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, so I've had this boyfriend for like 4 months now, right? Right?
Wow. That's a long time. How's that going? Who's the guy?
That's not important. What's important is that I didn't want to have to wait 4 more years to pop the question, so I decided to propose to him this year.
Oh, wow.
I've also heard that you don't really have to pay for anything on Leap Day, so I took my boyfriend to this really expensive restaurant. The food was like pretty good, and then we left. But then this cop started chasing us.
What?
Yeah, I guess he like forgot it was Leap Day, and then he tackled me, which is like really weird because gravity doesn't work on Leap Day. And then I was like, hey, what's going on? It's Leap Day. And then he took out his handcuffs, which was like pretty hot, but then he arrested me.
You got arrested?
Well, yeah, but then I was like, okay, like nothing works the same, it's Leap Day. And then I started singing really loudly because everyone sounds like Celine Dion on Leap Day. But then he put me in a straitjacket. But you can take your arms off on Leap Day. So I took my arms off and I got out of the straitjacket when he wasn't looking, and I made a run for it. But I didn't get super far because I was like really full because I had just eaten, and also he shot me. Yeah, but no worries. You can't die on Leap Day.
Oh, sweetheart. Okay, that's just... Should we tell her?
What?
Thank you, Rachel. All right, this has been your semester in review. I'm Cait Schwartz.
I'm Danny Marshall. See you next semester.
I'm
Watch you.
Rachel.
Rachel.